Hello and welcome to Books and Beyond. My name is Jimmy Bennett. I'm your host. And usually my show is about helping people personify their aspirations. But in this time, we've been concentrating more on issues dealing with COVID-19 and isolation. My first show, we talked about helping small businesses. We've talked about how to cope with things. And last week we talked about distance learning. So today I have some very special guests because I want to talk about entertaining, how we've been helping each other and entertaining each other during this crisis, especially being so far apart. And my guests are Tish and John Rabe, who Tish, as you already know, is known as the singing author, a very proficient and prolific author. And John, her husband, is an accomplished musician. And so I just want to say hello, and how are you guys doing?
Well, it's nice to be on your show again, Jim, and we're doing just fine. Thank you.
Fine.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Good. Yep. Now, isolation, you guys have been pretty much keeping in quarantine?
Yes, very, very much so. We're on day 63, but who's counting?
Wow. But now you had some great news, though. You had you're the proud grandparents of another baby girl, right?
That is correct.
Yes.
Genevieve Grace Rabe was born on April 24th in the midst of everything. And we are staying quarantined, so the minute we can go meet her in person.
Yeah, that must be hard. I mean, it's such a beautiful thing. And I'm glad everybody's happy and and healthy. But
Yeah,
it must be hard not to be able to, I miss my kids, and I was sick when I threw them out. So. So Tish, you've been doing some read-alongs, right, on YouTube? Can you tell me a little about that?
I have indeed. I've got a lot of emails from teachers and parents who are trying to distance learn and teach their kids at the dining room table and all of that kind of thing. And I decided to do some read-alongs of my books. And what I basically do is introduce the book, and then I read the book to the kids with the pages from the book. And then I finish up with a little song. So it's really, really been fun.
Good. And how many do you have?
So far, I've done 6. Not all of them are on YouTube yet. It's a work in progress, but I'm getting there. But I just finished Huff and Puff, all about my 2 little trains. And then I have Millie's Silly Suitcase, which is a Rebus book, which is a lot of fun. So I'm having a good time doing it. It's great.
Oh, good. Have you been working on anything else? Been writing anything new?
Yes, I have a new book coming out about, of all things, it's called Sweet Dreams Ahead, Time for Bed. It's a go-to-sleep book. It's very, very sweet. So that's the next one in the pipeline.
Nice. Well, it's nice. It's nice for you to do that, too. It must give I know a lot of parents probably really appreciate the break.
It's true.
Well,
the interesting thing is that and we've all known this forever, but these kids watch these things over and over and over and over. Yeah. So if somebody needs 8 minutes, to take a shower,
right.
They can put the child in front of these things, and they do watch them repeatedly. It's really something.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's nice. And how about you, John? You got out do any fishing yet, or what?
No fishing yet, Jim. I'm kind of on a hiatus of that. Although with the weather turning, it's the boat is beckoning. But I'm just not sure how close to get to my fishing buddies.
Yeah, I know that's the hard part. My son's been doing a lot of fly fishing, but out in the woods alone, So he's been having fun with that.
I've been working around the yard, and I'm a big putterer, so I've been puttering.
I think everybody's lawn's going to look like Better Homes and Gardens by the end of this year. I'll tell you.
Our house looks like Versailles, I think.
Yeah. So now, besides your author, and your writing and all that, and why you're called the singing author is you are a great entertainer. You love to sing, and you guys have quite an ensemble. Would you like to tell me about that?
Sure. We have a band we put together in 2013, and it's called Tish, Rabe, and Friends. And it's a quintet, and we play Steak Loft, and we play the Shelter Harbor Inn, and we play all over the place. But now in the quarantine days, we are now performing in the living room. So you are about to see a couple of our songs from the living room, which seemed like the only thing to do. But one of the fun things about our band, and something that kind of sets us a little bit apart, is that John plays tenor banjo.
Oh.
And we're about to play a song for you that features the banjo. But this is not something that people hear all the time, as they used to. So we love to entertain people with the banjo.
We do, Jim. And one of the things about this banjo, when people hear about the banjo today, they think about like dueling banjos, all that finger picking and picky,
Yeah.
da-da-da-da-da-da. This banjo is a tenor banjo. This is a 4-string banjo. The ones of today are 5 strings. This one it's a Gibson. It's a 1935 Gibson Master Tone. It's what's called a TB3. And the difference in this banjo than other banjos is it's strummed as opposed to picked.
Oh, all right.
So
Who knew?
and who knew this? Back 100 years ago, at the turn of in the 20s and 30s, this banjo, there were no electric guitars. This actually was the electric guitar of the day. People played this all over the place. There were banjos on every street corner and every film house, movie house, that kind of thing. And they're very loud. They were made to project because there were no amplifiers. So they really can make some sounds. So somehow I fell in love with the thing back in 1958. And
When he was 2.
when I was 8 years old, as a matter of fact, and have been playing it ever since. I've kind of kept it going and really love it still. And yes, we play a lot of tunes with it. By no means all tunes are in our band are played with it, but we do play quite a number of them. If I'm not playing this, I play the electric bass. So, and I think what we're going to show is a tune with each of them as we roll our video.
Right.
Sure.
Right. That's great. Wow,
Yeah.
that's an old banjo.
Yes, it is.
It really is.
Yes, it is. It's a great banjo too. It has a wonderful sound, and it's been a good friend to me.
Yeah. Now, who else is in the band?
Oh, yes. So our
usually.
band, on piano, we have Joe Grieco. And on drums, Hank Schaefer. Is that right? Yeah, don't get it wrong. And Ariane Mellon, who's a backup vocalist for me. And we are counting the days till we can get back singing for all of you, live and in color. We'd also like to give a shout out to our fan club. We have an amazing, amazing following. And we look out at that stage every single show, and the same smiling faces are right there. So just want to give a general shout out to all of you out there who support our music so much. It's just magical. So just for fun, we brought a couple of videos for you today. And again, we're singing from the living room. But this is one of our favorite songs, San Francisco Bay Blues.
All right, let's roll it, Frank.
I got the blues from a baby down by the San Francisco Bay.
Wow, that was great.
A lot of fun.
That really was great. That banjo, you're right. That thing really does project a great sound.
It does. It really
Thanks.
does. It's
And
really
now,
fun.
where did that song come from?
Well, actually, the short news for that is we originally met in high school, and I know back in the day, and we were in a band together in 1969 called the Town Dump. It was the 60s. What can I tell you about the 60s?
Ah, it's a great name.
Isn't that fun? And it was 2 guitars and a bass and a banjo.
And the banjo.
And I was the girl singer, which they used to call them back in the day. And this was one of our favorite songs. And we play this song after our first set every single show. And anytime we don't, we decided, well, listen, we always do this. The whole crowd went, where's San Francisco Bay Blues? So we had to put it back in. Yeah. But that's the joy of having, a very, very consistent audience. They know all our stuff.
Yeah.
So we always sing it.
The tune has been covered by a number of different people. Eric Clapton has a version of it, kind of a slower version. And yeah, so you'll hear it around, but this is our version.
Yeah.
The other thing to share with you is that I write a lot of children's songs. I have written something like over 250 children's songs for Nickelodeon, PBS Kids, Sesame Street, Disney. So I really love to write lyrics for songs. And this next one we're going to share with you, I have got a drum roll here because this is a TV premiere of this song.
Wow.
No one has ever seen it on TV except for Books and Beyond. See?
All right.
Who knew?
Good. My first exclusive.
It's absolutely an exclusive. When I was right out of college, I was 22, I started singing in New York. And one night, the music director for Sesame Street came to see me sing in Lincoln Center. And I was very nervous, so very, very nervous. And after it was done, I asked him what he thought. And he said, it's interesting. You're 22, you have your whole life ahead of you, and all you sing are sad songs and the blues. And right after that, I started stopping singing Good Morning Heartache every night, 7 days a week, and so lightened things up. So when we put the band together, I wanted to write an original jazz tune. And I said to our arranger-composer, Mr. Matt Pod in New York, I said, you know what? I don't sing the blues. And all of a sudden I thought, that's the song.
Oh, that's great.
So for the first time ever on television, here it comes. Here is I Don't Sing the Blues.
Okay, Frank, roll it.
Well, I love to sing all kinds of tunes. I sing morning, night, and noon. But there are songs I never choose, 'cause I don't sing the blues. Well, I love to sing about the spring and all the joy that love can bring. But there are songs I never sing, 'cause I don't sing the blues. Why sing about stormy weather or clouds of gray? I'd rather sing about the man I love than the one that got away. No more songs about heartbreak and no more lonely sighs. No more songs about heartache. No more sad goodbyes. Well, I love to sing all kinds of tunes. I sing morning, night, and noon. But there are songs I never choose, 'cause I don't sing the blues. Why sing about stormy weather or clouds of gray? I'd rather sing about the man I love than that one that got away. So just like you. I have paid my dues, but as you can tell, things are going well. So you can bring 'em, but I won't sing 'em. I don't sing the blues. I don't sing the blues.
That was fantastic. That really was. I am so impressed.
Thank
The
you.
lyrics were great. The music was great.
It's a lot of fun.
How long have you had that song?
I probably wrote that maybe a year ago, a little bit less than that. We sing it every night. I'm not kidding, Jimmy. Every night I sing it. I ask somebody in the audience if they've got Michael Bublé's contact information. You know, he could kill that song. It'd be great.
Yeah.
You know, who knows?
I do. I think that song is fantastic. Who wrote the music for that?
It's a young composer, a friend of our son's. His name is Matt Podd, P-O-D-D, and super talented. Just a composer. He's a music director. He's a church music director. And we worked on it together. And I'm very, very, very proud of it.
Yeah, and that was some great bass playing, John.
Thanks.
See?
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate that. And that's Joe Grieco playing the piano track there. He couldn't be in our living room, so we have him via electronic means.
That's right.
Oh, you know what? I heard the piano in my head, but I didn't even think about it.
Yep. Yeah.
I was so busy watching you sing and watching you play.
Well, he
that's
was
great.
assistant, and he is so talented, and we were really grateful for his help.
Yeah. He's
Do
the
you
best.
ever have you ever gotten the whole band together like on Zoom to do a number?
It's
Is it
technically,
possible?
I don't think you can.
It's a real hard one to do. You can't really do it live on Zoom because there's a lag.
Right.
So you have to kind of send a tape around. Somebody originates it. They send it to the next guy and the next guy. And no, we have not done that yet. We may get there though, depending on how
Well,
long.
you might have a lot of time to work on it too. So it doesn't look like we're going to be going anywhere for quite a while.
That's right.
You know, Tish, did you ever think about writing a musical?
I've had some people talk to me about writing musicals in the past. I never really have written a complete musical, but people have asked me that, maybe a musical for kids, you know. For me, I was always writing. I never had time to do anything like that. But now suddenly, you know, the only positive thing any of us can say about this is now there are windows of time
Right.
that nobody ever had. So it is a very interesting idea, I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, I have to admit, honestly, my lifestyle hasn't changed all that much. Both me and my
You're
wife are
working.
still working full time.
Yep.
Though I don't get out, I'm not at the studio doing my show, obviously. I miss the Kappa meetings, and I really do kind of miss getting out, promoting my book and meeting people and doing all that. It's stifling that way.
It is.
So, but I mean, it's just something we're just going to have to try to work around.
Right.
I even like I'm sure you must be chomping at the bit for the restaurants to reopen and stuff, and it'll be interesting to see how that works out too. I mean, how big a gathering can you have? How many people can you put in a place? How can you stay apart a little bit?
I don't think all five of us could be on stage and be 6 feet apart. We are literally like this when we're up on stage.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we've been so very lucky in this area. Personally, I think I still don't know anybody personally that has it, or know anybody that knows anybody personally that has it. And in that way, we're blessed.
Mhm.
But even when we start back up again, like May 20th, they're going to start opening things up again and stuff. It's going to be a real challenge to figure out how to do it safely.
I agree. It's going to be challenging for
Oh, yeah.
sure. You're right. Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of mind-boggling to think about, but we'll just have to be inventive. We're just going to have to, I mean, look at this Star Trek technology. I mean, I wouldn't even have thought of this a year ago or 2 years ago, being able to do something like this. So, I mean, it's possible, but we're just going to have to, really think about how to do it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to singing for people and not just singing for our cat.
Yeah.
Who loved it? Don't get me wrong. But I am ready to sing for real live folks someday, hopefully.
Right. So, so I guess, I mean, you guys plan on doing some more songs, and
We
are
have
you going to be reading some more
coming out.
books?
Yep, I did 3 more read-alongs yesterday, and we recorded 4 or 6 or something more songs the other day. So, but we're just going to keep throwing them out there for people to enjoy. We get again huge feedback from the first batch. We had our fan club just went crazy, so that's really nice.
You should let folks know where to access them.
Yes, that was going to be my next question. Just how can you find these?
What we've done is everything. My read-alongs, the Tish, Rabe, and Friends songs, everything is on tishrabe.com. So it's TISHRABE.com.
Okay.
And you can always find everything we're working on. First thing we do is put it up on my website. So it's all there for anybody to enjoy, share with their kids.
Yeah, you put them up on Facebook too, right? Because I've stumbled on a couple.
Yes.
I believe that, yes, they're up there too.
Yep. We try to kind of get them around, but the most consistent place would be tishrabe.com.
Right.
And yes, occasionally you'll see them on Facebook to the extent that I can get them there.
We're not the best Facebook people, but we try.
Yeah. I'm not real adept at technology either, believe me. I wish I was better with it. But we stumble along,
Oh, you're doing great.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's like I said, it's a challenging time, but kind of, I think it brings out the best in people too. So
It does.
So like, I don't know how many, like how much like your fan club and stuff. How do you reach out to them?
That's a great question that you can really answer more than me. You send out the emails.
Oh, well, we do have a mailing list, which we have cultivated over the 5 years that the band has been together. It's just an email list. And we do send out, we've sent the videos to them. When we have a gig, we'll let people know. And so it has probably 150, 170 names on it. And if anybody would like to also be added to that list to let them know when we're going to play and any other news about the band, you can contact me. And my email is johnrabe516@gmail.com. So it's JOHNRABE 516@gmail.com. And be glad to put you on the list.
We'll keep you
Is
up to
516 your birthday?
It's actually our street address.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to say happy birthday early if it was.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But
Well, I can't thank you both for being on. I mean, I really, really appreciate it. That was wonderful. That was great. I got a sneak preview of both the videos before, but it was great to see them again. I want to, I hope to have you on again. You know what I mean? And hopefully we'll be able to get together and come see you soon. We have to wrap it up for today. Just a couple of quick announcements at the end here. One is I want to remind everybody to watch Small. There's plenty of wonderful things on our local cable access television, such as Books and Beyond, where you meet people like John and Tish, your neighbors and friends. And also, I want to reiterate my Mother's Day challenge, and happy Mother's Day too while we're at it. I want people to try to get out and support our local restaurants and food industry by ordering takeout or picking up a meal for your mother or your wife or daughter or whoever, and celebrate Mother's Day and help the community at the same time. Well, that's all for this week. Thank you very much. This has been Books and Beyond with Jimmy Bennett. Take care. We'll see you next time.